It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics playing against the Cavaliers out in Cleveland. And for Cleveland, they want to come out of the gate strong tonight. We've heard them talk about establishing the upper hand right away, not sitting back and playing it safe in the early stages. In a league of giants, the NBA community loves to cheer for the little guy. One of the best ever players under 6 feet tall got to be Isaiah Thomas. Guys, just how is he able to dominate when he's listed at, what, 5'9"?
Yeah, I mean, his domination comes from his speed and quickness. And actually, it's an advantage. He uses his lack of size as an advantage because he sees avenues and lanes that typically taller players can't see. Great outside shot, what makes you cover him. This guy has the total package.
A short guy sees lanes that taller players can't see.
No question.
Anyway, he plays with zero fear in this game. Reminds me of a little bit of Allen Iverson.
So Isaiah Thomas, 5'9". Shaq, when he was born, you don't realize this, was 5'10".
Wow.
Yeah.
5'10".
Here's
You're
Kevin
5'10".
Harlan.
5'10".
Wow.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. Home court advantage goes to the Cavaliers playing here in Quicken Loans Arena. And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Well, guys, LeBron James gives Coach Tyronn Lue credit for his even keel. James says that Lue is the same way no matter the point in the game. He's always saying, okay, let's move on to the next possession. Now, Lue says, I think it's just being poised and being positive. That's the best approach. It carries over to your team, and it gives them confidence. Kevin?
Thanks, David. That philosophy is what helped win Cleveland a title back in 2016. Always positive, always thinking ahead. Well, Smitty, we have a fantastic matchup between two of the top centers in the league right in front of us here. It's a throwback to an era of an earlier time when big men were dominant in this league.
Kevin, I remember those days when you just sat down, you wanted to see Shaq versus Ewing, Akeem versus David Robinson. Those were fun. Yes, as a guard, we had matchups. But you know, that was different. Those were the big man battling.
Yes.
I miss those days.
I do too. So Cleveland will get the first possession. And now the opening lineup for Boston. This is the 4 with Horford in the middle. Kyrie Irving is out there with Smart. And it's Hayward in at the small forward position. James with the bucket.
Well, that's the thing. Anytime LeBron wants to stop you, he has all the tools to do it.
Thomas against Irving. Over Thomas. He can't get that one. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Feeds it to Smith. The offensive rebound. It's stolen by Morris. Hayward outside. He feeds it to Irving. Over Thomas. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
I mean, unstoppable. No matter what your defensive game plan is, Kyrie has a way to beat it.
And Thompson kicks to Thomas. The screen from Thompson. Outside Thomas. Love with the screen on Morris. 6 to shoot. Thomas. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Horford.
And for Isaiah Thomas, he shouldn't have too much of an issue fitting in with the Cavs. I mean, he played AAU with Kevin Love. He can distribute and score. Same role as Irving had when he was with the Cavs.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And really what it comes down to is great players finding ways to make it work. IT has been getting it done for quite some time. Knows he moved into an incredible opportunity with the Cavs.
And so he makes both from the line.
Another made free throw. He can get on these kinds of rolls. Great focus.
Horford with the screen on Thompson. Here's Irving. And that's collected by Love.
And that's a surprise. He's usually deadly from mid-range.
The screen from Thompson. Smith kicks to Love. Dishes to James. Outside for Thomas. Floats it up for James. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And what's amazing to me, how little James has lost athletically.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Irving dishes to Morris. Horford with the screen on Thompson. Here's Morris. Horford gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, there's no quitting him when it comes to the offensive glass.
Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Love with the screen on Irving. Thomas kicks to Love. And stolen by Hayward. Here's Irving. Misses from close range.
How many times have you seen him do that? Losing focus on a simple lay-in.
Boston trailing.
And the Celtics leadership, very pragmatic. IT and Crowder both beloved in Boston, but they didn't hesitate to move them to get better and younger at the same time.
Hayward, and Thompson sends it back.
Great timing by Tristan Thompson on that block. That's his forte.
Kicks it to LeBron. 1:46 left in the first quarter. Love with the screen on Hayward. The drive by James, and Boston with the rebound.
And thinking about the Celtics' choice to get younger, perhaps a strategic move in response to the super team in Golden State, they want to construct their team to peak in a few years when perhaps when the Warriors start to show a little chink in the armor moving forward.
Lacking confidence right now in his offense. He's been shaky all period.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he has it. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
But they get it back. Hayward kicks to Irving. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup. And it's all knotted up.
The precise passing ability of Hayward, really a luxury for this team.
James against Hayward. Thompson, a screen on Hayward. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Thomas got 5.
You can see there the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
Step back on that one and let it fly. And it's 7 points for Kyrie Irving.
Such a compact release. That's why Kyrie is so efficient from range.
Thompson in the corner. Back to LeBron. Love against Morris. In the corner, it's James. 4 on the shot clock. Over Hayward. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. He has 6.
You know, you got to play LeBron for the drive. Those mid-range shots, you almost have to live with it.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Cavaliers lead by 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even keel. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person in the world. But I think at this point in my career, I kind of stay even. One game shouldn't affect the next game. You know, you go out and play as hard as you can, live with the results.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
He is absolutely as solid and steady as a rock at this point in his career. Nothing rattles him. Nothing throws him off his game.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
Yeah, it's been the defense that has them out in front. But let's see if they can sustain the intensity.
Amon Shumpert is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Kevin Love. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Korver in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Brown, good. Smitty, what do you think about the super teams being put together? People have complained that it's not right for a mid-market or smaller market team like Oklahoma City to lose a Kevin Durant and go to a team that's already great. What do you think about these teams getting even stronger? Maybe the other teams weakening because of it, and the overall strength of the league then is lopsided.
Well, I think when you look at it, when you watch teams that win championship, they always usually have a big three, some kind of way. But I think now people are looking at it, if it's, I guess, created organically, people are right. But I think now people are saying, how can a guy just lose to these guys and join them? But I think it's still a business, and I think when a guy is a free agent, he has that choice. When you look at Kevin Durant speaking, he wanted to go where he thought was the best place for him to win a championship, where he felt comfortable. It's just that they just lost to the Golden State. That's why I think a lot of people are unhappy.
And not an indictment on Oklahoma City, but I think also, would you agree, Steve, the style of play with the Warriors really attracted Durant?
I think the style of play by the Warriors will attract me right now, and I can't get up in town and run. He likes to shoot threes. He likes to get up, and his offense is probably what he does best. And Golden State Warriors are one of those teams, they do it at a high level. It was a match made in heaven.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Guys, the league may have never seen a player with more control on and off the court than LeBron James. He is a superstar, a playmaker, a coach on the floor. Some say he's the GM. He even has a stake in a player agent business. LeBron says it's his dream to one day own an NBA team. Well, he's certainly getting some practice. Kevin?
No question about it, David. He's well on his way. As important a player as we've ever seen in basketball. Here is Rose, following the bucket by the Celtics. He dishes it to Crowder. It's a pick by Love. Pulls it from the elbow. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
Now, here is Morris. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And two shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul called on the Cleveland Cavaliers. And you look at what Marcus Morris gives you, and it isn't going to jump out on the stat sheet. But, Steve, he gets so many minutes because of things that just don't show up in numbers that you can really look at and feel.
You know, he's a floor spacer, and he fits well into the system they're running. What he gives you goes beyond the box score.
Free throw good for Morris.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markeith, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Love. And James subbed in for Shumpert. And Morris drops them both. And when Marcus Morris gets a defender in a one-on-one situation, Greg, he feels the most at home.
And part of that might be from going up against his twin brother all the time when they were young. Marcus Morris has a great knack to find a shot he likes. Terrific with his mid-range.
Here's James. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Now Tatum still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Brown with it. Now defended by Korver. And it's Brown missing. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Outside Crowder. Rose passes to Crowder. Shot to stop the drought. And Baines pulls it down.
And the defense daring him to shoot that. Good plan right there.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Celtics shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That's good from Rozier. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Smith comes in for Kyle Korver. And Thomas subbed in for Derrick Rose. The Celtics also changing it up. Al Horford, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Hayward comes in for Marcus Morris. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Brown. And so he hits both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
The Cavaliers trail by 5.
You know, the Cavs are able to stay big and still space the floor. When they put Kevin Love and Channing Frye together, it's a death lineup with their shooting.
Now, here's Thomas. He's got 5. To end the run. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Celtics leading by 5. And with LeBron's ability to play the power forward, the Cavaliers can go small and slide Kevin Love, Steve, to the 5.
And very effective with their small lineups. But one thing they've lacked is great rim protection. They can rebound just fine, but shot blocking is something they've lacked.
Here's Rozier. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Now here's Thomas. Here's the floater. Good work defensively by Horford.
That's just 2 tough competitors meeting right at the rim. Someone, in my opinion, had to lose.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Boston on top. They storm through the end of the quarter on a 9-0 run. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
So I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. They asserted themselves nicely in the second quarter and now have a fairly comfortable 5-point lead here at halftime. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, it's always a little bit of a challenge playing on the road, but they came in mentally prepared and physically prepared. The energy in the arena was fierce, but they didn't cave in.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Well, on offense, I like to see them play inside out more. Attack the basket, generate easy points. And then once the defense collapses, kick it out to the perimeter for open looks. Trust me, I know. Rick Fox, Big Shot Bob, that's all we did.
And that will wrap up our halftime report, as it's just about time for the start of the second half.
As we return to look at the corner of Euclid and East 6th in downtown Cleveland, just a few blocks from our spot here at Quicken Loans Arena. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. On the floor for Boston. Hayward outside at the 3 with Morris to his side at the 4. Smart is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Horford in at the 5. And the shot goes in.
Absolutely fearless Kyrie. You have to do more than just get a hand in his face.
While some are still speculating as to why Kyrie wanted out, the reality is, and it's this case with all great players, he feels like he's good enough to be the man on a team that can contend for a championship. And you might question how he went about it, but he's basically been a pro in his approach, and now he's got the chance.
And here is Irving, following the three-pointer by Kevin Love. Morris a screen. Smart kicks to Irving. There's the pass to Hayward. Celtics passing it around. 5 on the clock. Horford's shot is good.
Oh, okay, it's on. Trading blows here from distance.
You know what? Both sides are in rhythm. The defense out there having no effect.
Screen by Smith. LeBron dishes to Love. Thompson sets the pick for Love. In the corner, Smith with it. Love with the screen on Morris. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Working off the screen to perfection. JR carves out the space he needs.
Irving against Thomas. Goes up to the stripe. No good from Irving.
Just hasn't had his night, but his teammates are picking up the slack.
James the pass to Thomas. Thompson outside. Back to Thomas. The screen from Thompson. Thomas no good. Celtics leading by 5. Now the dish to Smart. Pass to Horford. They set the screen. Thomas against Irving. Here's Horford. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Horford's got the lead up to 7 now for the Celtics.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start. And how unique is this situation for the Celtics? I mean, one of the best teams in the league, and yet at the same time still drafting top picks. You know, the after effects of a trade with the Nets that quite honestly will go down as one of the league's all-time heists.
And the Cavaliers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Celtics coach Brad Stevens is known for getting the best out of his players. He said every NBA player has an elite strength. Some of them have 10 of them. And those guys are the very best in the league, right? But every one of them is here for a reason. And there are times when you can really soar with that skill. Kevin?
And that's why Stevens is already one of the best coaches in the league, David. You've talked about him for a long time, getting maximum results from every one of his players. Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Crowder, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Mon Shumpert has come in for LeBron. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Rose in for Thomas. Here's Irving, following the score by Derrick Rose. And so he draws the foul on the shot. He's tripped to the line to shoot 2.
And with all the talk about Kyrie coming to Boston, you still have to figure how he'll fit in to the team. Has this year and next left on his contract, player option after that. But with his scoring and shooting, should make this offense even more potent.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
Free throw, good, Irving.
And when you put a player of Kyrie's ability into this Boston system, you have to expect good things. Irving does so much for himself and others. The longer he plays with the team, I think the more comfortable he'll become.
And so Irving nails both of them.
I'll tell you this, if Kyrie can just stay healthy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish in this league.
Rose kicks to Shumpert. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Irving with it, now guarded by Shumpert. Steps back and fires. Rebounded by Korver. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Crowder dishes to Shumpert. Rose kicks to Crowder. It's a pick by Love. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And here's Rose outside. The shot comes out, and it's Boston the other way. Here's Irving. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
They were so much better in the first half defensively, fighting over screens, quick rotations. We're seeing none of that right now.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics.
One shot.
And Cavs head coach Tyronn Lue, even as a player known for his attention, Steve, to detail.
You know, he's had skills, but I think that's how he's made it, because he is one of those guys that's particular about the detail. He has a mind for the game and a passion for it. It continues to separate him now as a coach.
Now here's Rose. Crowder, the pass to Shumpert. Banked in off the glass. Shumpert's got 5 now.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Tatum's shot is off.
If you're trying to keep the defense honest, that's the one you really have to make.
27 seconds left to play in the third. Now here's Love. He's guarded closely. Rose with another miss. Celtics leading by 5. Round kicks to Baines. And here's Irving. A 3 ball. Not going to go that time. And we've reached the end of the third. Celtics out in front. They're up by 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Hey, bottom line is,
Good things are going to happen. Bad things are happen. How you respond is the biggest key. Let's go.
And Brad Stevens moments ago focusing on what they can do now rather than worrying about what's already happened.
Yeah, and this is all you can do. Put all of your energy into this moment. The past, the future, they don't matter.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Korver and LeBron are the wings. Tristan Thompson is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Rose in at the point guard. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Rozier. A floater, and the basket is good. And the Celtics lead by 5. Cleveland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Outside Crowder. Pass to Korver. Cleveland moving the ball around. LeBron James on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Thompson, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
Aggressive defense, too aggressive. Thompson goes up strong and draws the foul.
And Tristan Thompson in the middle, a player, Greg, who understands his role.
He just plays hard and does the little things. Defense, rebounding, energy. When he's blocking shots and protecting the rim, he is one of the best bigs in our league.
That one is off.
Well, Tristan Thompson, the only player I've heard of to switch his shooting hand for free throws midway through his career. He's basically ambidextrous, so why not give it a try?
J.R. Smith's checked in for Cleveland. Thomas comes in for Derrick Rose. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Boston. No luck that time either. And Tristan Thompson remains a relatively poor shooter, free throws and otherwise. He's tried to add a 15-footer, Smitty, but I don't know if that's in the cards.
I think he's probably better off just staying around the rim. The kind of rebounder he is, sometimes you just have to play to your strengths.
Now, here is Smith following the miss by Al Horford. Over Smart. Misses off the left iron.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots. Very smooth finish with the finger roll.
Celtics leading by 3. Rozier the pass to Morris. Horford with the screen on Thompson. Off the pick. Boston again missing.
When you defend a good mid-range shooter, this is how you contest without fouling.
Count the basket and the foul. That one on Smart.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Rozier. The free throw off from J.R. Smith.
You know how accurate J.R. is from 3. That's how relatively inaccurate he can be from the line sometimes.
The shot's good from Irving.
And that evened things out. He had a 3 early in the first half, now gets 1 in the second.
LeBron against Hayward. Here's Crowder. And Horford pulls it down. Horford's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Hayward. Here's Morris. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Now it's a 6-point Celtic lead. Thomas a screen. They set the pick. Takes a 3. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Love check in for Crowder. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Smart kicks to Irving. In the corner, it's Hayward. Picked by Horford. Shot from the wing. Hayward can't hit. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Smith outside. In the corner, it's James. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
When you need a big score, you want LeBron to at least touch the ball, and this is why.
Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're up by 3. There's a minute 34 left to play in the final quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
He's accounted for the bulk of their scoring, and that's really nothing new. No team likes to rely too heavily on one player, but when you've got a guy with this amount of talent, you've got to lean on him like they have.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, look, here's what Brad Stevens went over with his guys during the break. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
And here is James following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. The screen from Thompson. Thomas against Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from the line. Again, Thomas missing.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well.
Nice shot by Smart.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
Well, this is less about winning the game now and more about making a bold statement.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They trail by 9. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And here's Boston. They're on an 11-3 run. Outside Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
And in as hostile an environment as you're going to see, they found ways to step up time and time again.
You know, playing away from home, it's easy to get out of sync. Instead, they focus and dominate it.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
Hayward with the ball. So we see Boston get the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Kyrie, big numbers for you tonight, and I always wonder what it's like to be in a zone like that offensively.
Feels amazing. More importantly, we got the win, and I couldn't have done it without my teammates that did a heck of a job of competing every single minute of this game. It took everybody's effort from our bench. It took a 15-man effort, and I'm glad we got the win.
15 men, but one man was the difference. Thanks, Kyrie. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you next time.